people, and today's video will be another combat-oriented video. Instead of this time missions, we're gonna do some raids. Um, Today I have my friend here, Eunuch, to help me speed up the process so I don't have to waste 20 minutes of your time. We could speed this up maybe 15 if I'm lucky, if we don't both die or don't die. You get the deal. So since the beginning of the game, I don't know why I have hybrid gear on, what the heck? But since the beginning of the game, basically, and since raids have been active, there's been a way to cheese, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it, the Aaron raid mission on all difficulties. Outside of the walls, there is a rock that you can stand on, and standing on this rock in a certain place and allowing Aaron to, or the Attack Titan, I'll call it Attack Titan because I don't want to ruin whatever immersion you guys have with this, but the Attack Titan cannot climb up, cannot get up, or do anything to you really on that rock other than punch the air, which somehow damages you. Don't ask me the concept of that, but um, it's very simple to do, very easy to do, and it's very quick to set up. There's very little risk to doing so. The only real risk you have if you are running Thunder Spears, which is the only way to do this, you must use Thunder Spears, or Hybrid if you're really, really crazy. But the only way to do this strat is with Thunder Spears. You can have a group that helps speed it up a lot, or you can do it yourself, which if you have full TS, I think Prestige 1 and Prestige 2 TS can fully do or 3-star the attack Titan without normal, as long as he doesn't shield too much and doesn't bring out his hardening more than once. Um, so to put some little tips out there before this really gets into it, um, I'm running the perk Squadron Leader, Shokuken, or Shokunin, however you want to call it. I can't be asked to find out. And Basics Pro. I don't know the perks that Eunuch is running, but we'll find out, I guess, when they tell me afterwards. But um, Shokunin is an absolute must for rock strat. You must have Shokunin, or I'm just gonna say Shokunin. Get mad at me if you want, but you must run Shokunin to do this. You stand on this rock outside of the district, let Aaron and the Titans come towards you, and then do whatever perks or whatever skills you need to, and start rain and fire on them. Just keep firing and firing and firing. This is the extent of the strategy. There are certain things you can do, like pull out this, which is an invincibility potion. I could make a video on skills, but for right now, the skills that I'm using are the ones that I'm going to be mainly using are the boost, the heal aura, the self heal, the invincibility aura, and loose capsules. Um, I'm pretty sure you can get all of them with ease as long as you have spent the skill points on their necessary trees. My advice to you is if you're going to try and do this, do not upgrade the top left skill tree at all, ever. It's unneeded and it's just wasting blades to throw them at the Titans, and I've never used them anywhere. But, again, to the extent, this is what you do. The only thing you necessarily have to watch out for is when when the Attack Titan roars. When the Attack Titan roars, it will blow your Thunder Spears back at you, and you may die on the spot if you don't have any good bloodlines. But if you're running Ackerman like me, you'll get your revive. If you're Jaeger or Reese, you'll get your revive, one of the gold bloodlines. But the main thing is just to chuck the Thunder Spears. Don't throw them at Aaron like this, because there's a much better chance that it hits the ground in front of you and blows you up. Right there. There's the Thunder Spear. I'm lucky because I threw it and then didn't click again. I had enough time to react, which is what you should try to do is if you see him moving at all. Other than that, there's not much else to it. It's more so how fast you can do so, and how fast you can get your Thunder Spears out, and how lucky you can get with Shokunin and not losing your spears. Um, And as I said before, to focus on the skills at the bottom, if Aaron is using his giant jump attack or he's going to use his punch attack and you can react quick enough, you're able to use any of the animations as long as they have an animation and a certain time within them. You can use loose capsules, you can use healing aura, self-heal, infinite change. Any of that is viable, just so long as you do it on time and you do it in enough time. As you might have seen there, we were still firing Thunder Spears at Aaron while he was hardened and blocking like this. If he's blocking like this without hardening, don't throw your spears at them. It's just a waste. But if he has hardening on, which is the blue line, it gives him an extra set of health, which I think is 50% of the actual health he has now, or 25 or 20, I don't know. But it's 20 or so percent of his total health that he has now. So if he were to harden when he has like 20 health left, the hardening would go down much, much faster than it would if he was at like, say, 100% health. But if he's shielding like he was while hardening, I got lucky there. Well, by shielding while hardening, you can throw your spears and it will do damage to the hardening. It won't damage him, but it will do damage to the hardening, and it will make your time trying to kill him with that much, much faster and much easier. If he's blocking well normally, again, don't throw it at him. It's just a waste. But if he has hardening on and does that, go ahead and do it. You have my consent and my blessing to do so. But yeah, really, the reason that I like Basics Pro and Shokunin so much, Shokunin gives you basically infinite Thunder Spears. Not really, yeah, basically infinite, but allows you to refill so much less, and it makes you do so much more damage so much faster. Basics Pro allows me to do what you guys saw there. I love spamming the hooks with boost, and then doing like 17 different front flips over the wall. I'm pretty sure it actually is faster than just trying to regularly hook. I also think it looks pretty funny, just doing a bunch of somersaults, flying through the air. But it also gets you to where you want to go faster. It's much quicker because you can direct where you're. Oh my goodness.
Well, it was bound to happen. Like I said before, you just have to focus on making sure that you don't get yourself blown up. The chances of blowing yourself up like that are pretty high, if I'm being honest. But
As long as my partner here wakes up, we should be okay. Since this is going to take longer than the 8 minutes, I guess I'll bring up on the. I'm gonna leave and get my rewards for losing whatever. I don't really necessarily care about the raid at this point, but I'll leave it then real quick just to show you guys what the skills are and what I'm having to use. If you're by yourself and you have all the perks, run Shokunin, Basics Pro, and Growth. If you have a third perk slot, but for the main two, run Shokunin and run Basics Pro. If you have a third perk slot, run Growth. Growth allows you, once you kill 6 Titans, to get 30% extra damage and gas and range and all that stuff. It is 100% worth it to run it if you have a third extra spot, but if you only have two, run Shokunin and run Basics Pro. And if you don't have Shokunin or you don't have Basics Pro, run Growth within that spot. I gotta run all the way over to the skills here to show you guys, but um, another suggestion I have if you want to run raids is to try and get the Ackerman Bloodline. It's a bit pricey nowadays in the market. I don't know why it's so pricey. People are asking for whole scarves for it, but that's my suggestion. If you want to run Rockstrat, always get Ackerman. It's the best, the absolute best. So this is my skill tree as a Prestige 2. Um, Looking at these skill paths, the only ones that are worth it to go down are the one on the top right, which is both paths, because this is the healing path and this is the boost slash loose capsules path. You want to equip boost and you want to equip loose capsules, and you also want to run each and every one of these healing ones, as they all can be used with Thunder Spears. All of these are not possible to use with Thunder Spears. So if you want to run Rockstrat only and you only want to grind raids out, get to the support one first and go all down this path. I have every single one of these perks, skills in use. Backwards grapple isn't really worth it in any case. You can run it as a fifth spot, but if you like a mother spot better, it's practically useless. But yeah, for running the raid strat, I suggest all of these. These are all worth it. Get the extra damage and get the extra gear speed, but everything out of after that point is just a skill. So don't worry about getting everything else as long as you just want to do that. And you're only going to run Thunder Spears, and Thunder Spears being the meta, of course. So, that being the case, I think that's a very quick way to explain it. Um, I think I'm going to put right after this a really quick fast forwarded one of me winning. It shouldn't be that difficult. It shouldn't be that like slow at least. It'll be me doing it solo, I think. Shut up. But you get the point. It should be relatively quick, should be relatively simple. As long as you don't blow yourself up and you are focusing on what's going on, you'll be a-okay, and you'll be able to grind out your items and your perks relatively easy. But if you want to go for perks, always do mission. Mission is always better for perks. Raids is only for raid items. In any case, I think that'll be it from me. Enjoy the little gameplay I'm going to put back here, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace out.
I'ma cock my nine, a motherfucker.